iPops Olive here, and yesterday was so stressful. So I wake up and I do all my chores, and then I realize, oh crap, I have to read chapters 12 and 13 of The Midwife's Apprentice, which is a book we were assigned to in class. And there are like maybe 6 or 7 questions per 2 chapters. So, little did I know I was supposed to read chapters 14 and 15 too, because, I was checked out early a day, and we got another 2 chapters that day, and I forgot to bring the book home that day. So, I'm trying to catch up on this reading. My mom ends up freaking reading the book in the car on the way to school, and I end up doing all the questions at school. And then I bump into one of my science partners, which we were doing a science project where we had to describe wood and stuff and things it made and how they were made and stuff like that. And we had to do research in order to do that. And I knew I was automatically going to lose the paper if I took it home with me. So I asked my partner, I said, hey, can you keep track of this in your binder for me, because I know I'm going to end up losing it? And he said, okay. So I give it to him, and literally, I bump into him in the hallway, and he says, sorry again for soaking the papers. And I said, what? And he said, oh, you forgot. Yesterday I told you, I left my binder outside in the rain with all the papers in it. And I said, oh, crap, because yesterday was the day the project was due, and we didn't have a poster or anything. So, oh my gosh. So I go to freaking 5th period, which is my math class, and we have this stupid math test that I already took. And she said, well, some people didn't get a very good grade on it, so everyone's going to have to redo it. And I know for a fact, she said, I had a B+ on that test. And I couldn't do all that math again, because it was the specific problem on the front that everyone got a bad grade on. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to get it, because this one was the same problem, but a different word problem. And it was really confusing. So I'm pretty sure I got a B+ on the other one, but an F- on this one. And so finally I get to science, and we have to do a poster thing. And he said, well, no poster, no project, and no presentation. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, we didn't get the research papers because somebody soaked them. And he said, well, that's just as much your fault as it is theirs for giving your papers to them to keep track of. And I know that's pretty much true, but hey, you're supposed to have sympathy for someone when they lose trust in one of their best friends. Anyway, so at the end of everyone's presentation, everyone finishes their whole, they have to like read aloud the stuff that was on the poster that they made. And after that, I was just like, well, I do know one thing about wood, and that's that it makes paper. And I do know a little bit about how paper is made. And he said, well, why didn't you say that? Well, why didn't you tell me I could say that? I was so annoyed. Like, I was already getting a headache from this. So I get on the bus, and I sit where I normally sit. And this girl's just like, hey, can you get out of my spot? And I said, but yesterday you sat over there. And she said, well, this is my spot too. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're going to make me sit in the back of the bus with all the people that I know hate me. And you have gotten in many fights with me. You're going to make me sit back there with them. I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking, and I was going to twist her freaking neck, rip her head off, because I was not having a good day. And I know I'm a positive person, but whenever someone puts me under that much pressure, that's almost my breaking point. So I have to sit back in the back, and all my nerdy friends end up sitting back there with me, thank goodness. So I had kind of like a human shield around me, and I was really happy. So the day ended well, other than me getting an F on the presentation, and me probably getting an F on the freaking math test. And, no, we had a sub. I didn't turn the questions in because we had a sub, but I will turn them in today. Oh my gosh. Goodbye, guys.